Mondeo station wagon with the Love and Life number plates. Those plates used to be on some big mofo Mercedes four-wheel drive. I wonder if they're just not Love and Life quite as much.
Oh. Well, life isn't love and life.
Yes.
It's not being reciprocated.
It's unrequited love. They're probably loving their previous life, maybe. So,
Or like that writer who used to have the restaurant down at Gundagai.
who's that?
The Try restaurant.
Oh, yes. Yes. Yes, that was, the guy who, Richard Zachariah. That's it was his ex-wife who did that. And that was the wife he left for Maggie Tabara. And then I remember when he and Maggie T broke up, it was like, and next thing you know, he's out with some young blonde or younger blonde. And I think everyone hated Richard Zachariah because you don't do that to Maggie T.
School zone ahead.
A friend of my mum's used to model with Maggie Tabara back in the day. Yeah, that's what I kind of thought when Mum would go on about it. But I think the Maggie T shops all went bust and it became Taking Shape or something. I'm pretty sure Maggie T shops went bust. There's another, read it in the paper, another clothing shop that's gone belly up. God, you'll only be able to shop at bloody Kmart and Target, or not even Target. Kmart and Big W before long. That's all that's going to be left.
Yeah, well, what's he
School zone ahead.
saying right the other day in this rescue package for unemployed people is just that'll be propping up some businesses that will not survive.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
That was Jeff Kennedy. So October to March is be the time to watch.
All the businesses go belly up.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd be interested to go back to work just to see if Bad Manners is still there and still trading. Gee, I hope it was. And some of the other places around there, you know, but Scott was such a nice guy. God, he worked hard. He had a young family. So did the other guy who I don't think it owns it with him. I think it is Scott's business. But the other dude, it was so, like they were just such nice people. But because there are so few people working in Parramatta, like that's what kept them alive, were all the business people.
Yep. That's what they're saying about all the cafes in the cities, right?
Yeah. Well, the cafe downstairs in our building has been shut, but some of the guys were saying who've been in there said it's opening on Monday. Because I think some people are thinking of going back into the office, and they've said, but